Good morning from the beautiful island of Cozumel, Mexico. Today we're stepping off Royal Caribbean's Mariner of the Seas for an exciting day of sun, sea, and relaxation.
After a smooth disembarkation, we made our way through the vibrant port area, which is filled with local vendors and colorful souvenirs like Mexican vanilla. Just outside, we found the taxi stand where there are a ton of drivers waiting to take you anywhere you would like to go on the island.
A short 15-minute taxi ride later, costing about $23 for two people, we arrived at the stunning Iberostar Cozumel Resort. The journey was quick and offered scenic views of the island's lush landscapes.
Upon arrival, you are greeted at the check-in desk and provided with wristbands, which will grant you access to all of the resort's amenities for that day. It is also your room key if you have a room, which we did with our day pass.
With our wristbands on and map in hand, we made our way through the lush jungle-like grounds of the Iberostar Resort. The resort is made up of colorful, bungalow-style buildings, each tucked away among the palm trees and tropical gardens.
It truly felt like a tropical escape. As we followed the signs to our assigned room for the day, you passed by wooden bridges, fountains, and we even saw some animals. We saw peacocks, flamingos, even some cats.
Since we're in Cozumel, we decided to do something completely different than what we've ever done before on any of our trips here. We're doing an all-inclusive day pass, which includes a room. And we're at the Iberostar Waves Resort, obviously on Cozumel. We spent $220 on this all-inclusive experience, which includes the room, and we booked it on the Iberostar website because it was not available on Royal Caribbean or the Shore Excursions group. So we're going to check out this resort and see what it has to offer. It's supposed to come with free food, free drinks, the room to stay in, all kinds of activities, including the pool and basketball and tennis and whatever else you'd want to do on an all-inclusive resort. And we'll see if it's worth the money or not. And if you should spend your day in Cozumel over here at Iberostar. What are you excited about, Nicole?
Breakfast.
Breakfast, because we're super hungry. It's like 8:30 in the morning, and we got off the ship and ran right down here on a taxi, and I need to eat, and so does Nicole. So we're going to go eat, and then we'll show you some more. Before diving into the pool or hitting the beach, we decided to fuel up with breakfast at Iberostar's open-air buffet restaurant, and it did not disappoint.
The buffet offered a fantastic variety, from made-to-order omelets and fluffy pancakes to bacon, hash browns, and fresh tropical fruit. If you were craving something local, there were also Mexican specialties like chorizo and refried beans.
Freshly baked pastries, fruit juices, and a full coffee bar made it easy to grab what you liked and head to your table overlooking the gardens.
There's nothing like enjoying a hearty breakfast with a warm breeze and the sounds of birds in the background. It was a perfect start to a relaxing day in paradise. There were even birds in the lobby, roaming around.
What'd you get?
A donut, a chocolate croissant, a grilled cheese sandwich, a quesadilla, some olives.
You went all the way around the world on that one.
Having breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Yeah, you didn't get like the chorizo or the sausage or anything?
I got the eggs with the sausage and onions.
I've already been eating, but like they have chorizo sausage. It's actually pretty good. And then other stuff. You described this as weird juice. What is in it?
Fruits, apple, lime, lemon, spinach.
That's not good at all. Don't recommend the weird juice. So breakfast overall, Nicole.
Yeah. The quesadilla is pretty good, so hopefully lunch, high expectations.
The big thing is it's an open buffet, and they have a lot of food here, and some of it's good, some of it's not. But it's breakfast food. Like, it's the same stuff everywhere. But the stuff that's unique here, so like the quesadilla
The
and some of the other
sausage, the chorizo.
Mexican style foods, the chorizo and stuff, are actually very good. So breakfast, hopefully, lunch hopefully is really good as well. After breakfast, we made our way to the resort's breezy lobby bar, a perfect spot to relax before heading to the pool or the beach.
The bartenders here were quick and friendly, serving everything from espresso to tropical cocktails. And yes, it's never too early for a drink on vacation.
Whether you're in the mood for a frozen margarita, a fresh mojito, or just a cold beer, the lobby bar has you covered, and it's all included with your day pass. That's pretty good. Got orange, pineapple, grenadine, and lime?
Lemon.
Lemon, excuse me. Non-alcoholic, but it's actually pretty good.
Thank you.
What'd you order?
The mango beach. Vodka, pineapple juice, lime juice, and mango puree.
How is it?
Pretty good. Very tart.
So while you're on your all-inclusive and you want to get a tattoo. Nicole and I are going to get matching tattoos later. She just doesn't know it yet.
We grabbed a couple of drinks and then headed back to our room.
Royal Caribbean docks at the International Pier down by the city of Cozumel. And Iberostar is way down south by Punta Sur. So how do you get here? Well, there are taxi terminals right there at the port. And all you do is get in line and they'll direct you to one of the taxis. And there's a list of prices that are stationed out there. It costs us $23 to take a taxi from the port all the way to Iberostar. And then we gave the guy a couple bucks for a tip because he got us here so quickly. So if you want to come down to a resort like this, since it's not really offered through Royal Caribbean or another shore excursions website, and you have to book directly through the resort, you will have to find your own transportation. And the taxis are the easiest way to get down here. And $23 each way. Make sure you get cash before your cruise or on your cruise to bring with you because they do not take credit cards. So take a taxi, you'll get here pretty quickly. And they open at 8 a.m. for your resort day pass. So the room that they give you through the all-inclusive day pass that includes the room, they give you 2 full-size beds. So Nicole can have one, and then I get the other one. There's also a full bathroom over here, which includes a shower and everything you could possibly need. So you don't have to use any public restrooms, so that's always cool. And then on this side of the room, there is a refrigerator, which has drinks in it. I believe those are included. I will double check, but I'll put a little comment at the bottom of the screen here. And then obviously a TV. So if you want to come in and cool off, it is air conditioned. You have a TV, you have a place to relax with the beds, and you can get out of the sun and do all that sort of stuff. You also have a place to safely store your valuables. So like we have our backpack and our microphones and like other cameras and stuff. We can leave them in here and have the door be locked and not have to worry about it. And they give you these handy dandy little wrist things, bracelets that control the doors, and it's like your access to everything on the resort. You do have to give your ID to the front desk, and you get your ID back when you give them the wrist thing back. We left our room and headed straight for the beach, and what a view awaited us.
The Iberostar beachfront is absolutely stunning. It has soft white sand, rows of loungers, some even under shade, and calm water that's perfect for swimming or snorkeling or just laying out.
We took a peaceful stroll along the shore, feeling the warm sand between our toes and the ocean breeze on our faces.
One of our favorite parts of the resort was the wooden pier that stretches out over the water. It's a great spot for photos, fish spotting, or just taking in the beauty of Cozumel's coastline.
Whether you're here to relax or explore, the beach at Iberostar offers the kind of serenity that makes you wish you could stay here all week. After our walk along the beach and pier, the sun was heating up, so we made our way to Iberostar's gorgeous lagoon-style pool to cool off.
On a very hot day, the water felt amazing, but it was very cold at first. Surrounded by palm trees and shaded loungers, it is a great place to unwind. And of course, we couldn't resist a stop at the swim up bar, which was easily one of the best features of the pool.
From pina coladas to strawberry daiquiris and ice cold beers, the options were endless and all included with our day pass.
We spent the next hour just kind of floating, sipping, and just soaking in all the tropical vibes. You know what vacation is all about.
After a refreshing swim, it was time to check out the lunch buffet, and it was just as impressive as breakfast.
Iberostar's main buffet restaurant offers indoor and outdoor seating with views of the gardens and a laid back, breezy atmosphere right near the pool.
The lunch selection had something for everyone. There was fresh salads, grilled fish, seasoned chicken, burgers, pasta, and even made-to-order taco bar, which we missed the first time we walked through it.
Some highlights for us were the local Mexican dishes, especially the grilled meats like the strip steak, the rice, the beans. Plus, they had plenty of international favorites for picky eaters like pasta and pizza.
And of course, dessert didn't disappoint. Flan, churros, chocolate cake, and a spread of tropical fruits are also available in the buffet. The buffet was plentiful, fresh, and well organized, with something new to discover at every turn. It was the perfect midday break before heading back out for more fun in the sun. So what'd you get?
Asparagus that I ate already, potatoes, which are good but spicy, which, if I'm saying that, they're spicy. And then I made myself a little steak burrito bowl.
I made a salad, and then I got chorizo, strip steak, some pork and tomato sauce, refried beans, barbacoa. I guess these are chicken nuggets, because I am a child apparently.
You are.
Is it any good?
Hmm?
Is it any good?
So far, I haven't tried this yet. I've only tried the potatoes and the asparagus. The asparagus was good.
And you have a blended mojito,
Yes.
which was good.
Yeah.
I didn't really like it, but
It was okay.
yeah. So overall lunch at Iberostar, what do you think?
It was good. My little steak rice bowl that I made, pretty good.
Looks like you destroyed that. Not the Clean Plate Club, but
No,
still good.
it was good.
You gotta get dessert.
We'll see.
So what do we have here?
So I think it's carrot cake, hazelnut cake, chocolate cake, cheesecake,
Flan?
said rice pudding, which I don't know. We'll see. It doesn't look like rice pudding.
It does not. After lunch, we took some time to explore everything else the resort had to offer, and there was so much more than we expected. We stumbled upon the full basketball court tucked among the palm trees, perfect for working off a big meal or getting competitive with friends and family.
Down by the beach, you can check out free, non-motorized water sports like kayaking, paddleboarding, and even borrow some snorkeling equipment, all included with the day pass. And for those looking to dive deeper, literally, Iberostar even has an on-site scuba center offering lessons and excursions right from the resort. We even saw people practicing in the pool.
Families will love the Kids Club with a supervised splash pad, play areas, and activities for little ones ages 4 to 12. Creative types can take part in arts and crafts like pottery painting, a fun and relaxing way to make a personalized souvenir.
As we walked, we were surprised by just how much wildlife freely roams the resort. We saw flamingos, iguanas, peacocks, and even turtles. It felt like walking through an animal sanctuary. And one of the most unexpected and best surprises, the resort's cat area, which is a little garden that they unofficially call the Cat Cafe, which is where rescued cats lounge around and you can actually feed and pet them. So, of course, you know we had to check that out.
There's something for everyone here, whether you're into sports, nature, crafts, or just relaxing in the sun. Iberostar really goes above and beyond to make your day pass feel like a full vacation. we're back in the room and we're kind of cleaning up and probably gonna change our clothes and get ready to go back to the ship because all aboard is at 4:30. We gotta take a taxi back over there. So we just want to let y'all know what we thought about Iberostar in Cozumel and if this excursion was worth the money that we paid for it. There's Nicole. I know she's sitting down, so she's really short, even shorter than normal. So we spent $220 on this all-inclusive day pass that includes the room that we're in for a place to relax and cool down in between doing stuff out there. This resort has a gigantic pool, it has walking trails, it has a beach, it has all-you-can-eat food at 2 different buffets and a snack shack and a taco bar, bars, there's a few bars around, all you can drink, and then there's activities like scuba and kayaking and basketball and tennis and a bunch of other stuff that you can do here. This is the first time we've ever done an all-inclusive on any of our cruises. We've always been more of the go, 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 less about the relaxing type of cruisers because I can't sit still. So let's talk about if we like this and if we would do this again. So first off, the food. Personally, I think the food in the buffets here is better than the food at the buffet, the Windjammer on the cruise ship. What do you think, Nicole?
I would agree. The Mexican food in particularly has been good. If you're going for the basics like the pizza and the chicken nuggets, I mean, it's
Basic.
whatever. It's not that great. But the actual skirt steak, rice and beans, potatoes, that was all good.
Good. Very good, actually. And then what about the drinks? So we ordered a couple drinks, like a blended mojito, sex on the beach, a few like non-alcoholic drinks, and a couple other alcoholic drinks. What do you think, Nicole?
Overall, they were pretty good. Some are better than others, but for the value and the ability to be able to just try something, and if you don't like it, move on to the next.
Yeah, worth it. Now, activities. So we tried the pool, the beach, and we did a bunch of walking around and kind of inspecting the other stuff that are around here. The pool is not heated, so when it's a little bit cooler outside, it is very cold. But when it's hot outside, it feels very refreshing. The beach that's out there, to walk along the beach is awesome. It's nice sand and all that sort of stuff. But once you go into the water, the waves are deteriorating the beach a lot underneath your feet, and you can't tell where you're stepping because there's so much sand in the water that you can't see the bottom, and then all of a sudden you sink down really, really far. What else did we do, Nicole?
Other than that, I mean, we just kind of hung out.
Relaxed?
Yeah.
Laid down in one of their mini beach beds and chairs and all that. And we also walked around and looked at the cats because they have a cat cafe. We watched the flamingos. There was a catty. What's that animal?
Cody,
which looks like a large raccoon
like
with a
red
tail.
panda-ish.
Red panda. Yeah, that's a good one. And a few other animals like iguanas and
Peacocks,
all kinds of stuff like that. Peacocks, a lot of peacocks, which is cool because Nicole, when she goes on vacation, she just wants to see all the pets and animals that are out there because we don't have enough of those at our house.
True.
Now, the other thing we need to talk about is the room, which we have 2 full-size beds, a full bathroom, and then we got a TV, a beverage cooler, and a place to store all of our stuff. Now, if I'm doing an all-inclusive day pass again, I'm getting a room. This is awesome. We've been able to come back here, use our own bathroom, relax in the air conditioning for a couple of minutes while it's super hot outside.
Change without having to use the public bathroom.
Yeah, that's always fun. You got a bathroom to change in. We also have a hammock and some chairs out here if you want to sit out here in the quiet. Overall, $220 per night. That includes taxes, fees, all that sort of stuff. It's not even a night, it's for the day. Would we pay that again? Considering that if you just wanted to do the day pass, it's $110 a person.
So yeah.
So why would we not do the room at Iberostar? So if you're going to go to Iberostar on your cruise as an excursion, go to the Iberostar website and sign up for the all-inclusive day pass with the room. It's pretty much the same price without the room.
Yeah. Or honestly, if you're going to do any of the all-inclusive type options that they give you, check out the actual resort website to see if they offer something similar for the same price as what you're going to pay through the cruise line.
Yeah, we either check the cruise lines, Shore Excursions Group. There's a few other websites that we check when we do these sorts of things, and booking through the actual website was probably the best thing. You can actually get insurance on there too, so if your cruise ship can't come to the port, like the weather's really bad, or if you need to cancel, you can actually cancel without any too much of a penalty by doing it that direction. So if you're worried about that. The only thing you have to do is provide your own transportation, which we took a taxi. It's $23 each way, which make sure you have cash. Don't do what we did. So overall, would we do this again, Nicole?
I would, yes.
100%?
Yeah.
Without question? Yeah, this has been a really good day here, a really good excursion that we kind of planned on our own. We did yesterday at Costa Maya, we're supposed to do kayaking and biking, but it turned into just biking and a beach stop, explore the city. The two excursions that we've done, this one and that one, which one's better?
I would say this one is better just because it's a full day, whereas the bike riding was just 2 hours.
3 hours.
But the bike riding was cheaper, so I mean, there's that.
Yeah, it's about $85 for the bike ride. This is $220. Nicole is being modest right now because she picked this. This was her idea. And,
oh, that's true.
Yeah.
And mine was better. That's
and
right.
Hers is better, for once. So, Iberostar and Cozumel, all-inclusive day pass with the room option for $220 for the day, for the two people, including all food, all drinks, all activities, everything you could possibly do from 8 a.m. until all aboard at 4:30. We give it a thumbs up. It's definitely worth it, and we would have 100% do this again. As the afternoon came to a close, we returned to the lobby to check out and turn in our wristbands. The staff made the process quick and easy, just a simple thank you, and we were on our way.
They had taxis waiting, so whenever you were ready to go, we just hopped in a taxi for the short ride back to the port, feeling refreshed, relaxed, and a little sunburned.
Seeing Mariner of the Seas waiting for us at the dock was a perfect end to our day in Cozumel. Iberostar truly delivered an all-inclusive experience, and it was worth every moment. Stopping in Cozumel and wanting a resort-style escape, Iberostar is a fantastic choice. We were surprised how much we liked it, and we would definitely do this experience again. As a quick tip, and I mentioned this briefly earlier, do not make the same mistake we did. We completely forgot to bring cash with us, and the taxis in Cozumel are cash only. I know. If you watched our Cozumel video from our trip aboard Carnival Jubilee, I said it a bunch of times to make sure you bring cash. You probably should bring cash. So make sure you bring cash if you're.
So this means that our night before our port stop in Cozumel, we were running to the ATM, which, by the way, on board does charge you a $6 fee, which is not ideal. But to make it even worse, Travis couldn't remember his PIN number, and my card expired in the middle of the cruise. Luckily, I had a credit card that I was able to withdraw cash from, but that does mean that I not only paid the $6 fee, I also paid the fee through my card in order to take out cash from credit. So crisis averted, we had cash for a taxi, but it was stressful and I would not recommend it.
So listen to us from our previous video and save yourself the hassle. Make sure you grab cash before your cruise. Especially small bills for taxis and tipping. Trust us, you'll be glad you did. After rinsing off the sand and sun, we got cleaned up and made our way to one of our favorite spots on the ship, the Schooner Bar.
They were hosting Star Wars trivia, and of course, we couldn't resist. The questions were tough, but the vibes were top-notch, and we did okay.
I actually know a lot about Star Wars. And while we were there, we ran into Mark and Ashley, a super nice couple we had met earlier that morning when we were getting off the ship.
And it turns out they even have their own YouTube channel too. So if you want to check them out, we will link their channel down in the description box below.
When trivia was over, we headed over to the Royal Theater to grab seats for tonight's headliner show, and we were in for a treat. Tonight's performer was Michael Hawley, a comedic juggling magician who had the whole crowd laughing from the moment he stepped on stage.
He had this perfect mix of high energy tricks and quick wit. One second he was balancing a ladder on his chin, and the next he was roasting someone in the front row, all in good fun. It was a very entertaining show, and it was fun for all ages, so you can bring the entire family. If you ever see Michael Hawley on your sailing, don't miss him. You'll leave smiling and maybe a little in awe of how many things the guy can juggle at once.
We headed to the main dining room for Mexican night, and the menu is supposed to be packed with bold flavors and fun twists on classic dishes. We're usually not the fan of Mexican night, we're hoping tonight is different. I started with the grilled sweet corn cakes, which are served golden brown with grilled vegetables, tomato, avocado, salsa, and fresh cilantro. They were crispy on the outside, soft and savory on the inside, topped with crema and just the right kick of spice. For my main course, I chose the chili lime crusted salmon, which is served over sweet potato, mushroom, and kale hash, topped with tangy mango and bell pepper salsa. The salmon was perfectly cooked, and as someone who is not normally a fan of Mexican night, I will say this is the best thing that I've ordered on Mexican night. It was excellent. And for dessert, I just couldn't decide. So I got the tres leche cake and the flan. And I really enjoyed both of these desserts, and I try to order them every time on Mexican night. No regrets.
For dinner, I started with the chilled shrimp cocktail, which is your classic horseradish cocktail sauce, fresh lemon, and tender shrimp. You can't go wrong with it. For my main, I got what I usually get on Mexican night, which is the carne asada. It is chili marinated and grilled flank steak with Mexican-style rice, pinto beans, and finished with a bright salsa verde. And it's usually pretty good. Sometimes it's not as tender as you would like, but the flavor is there. For desserts, I am not usually a big fan of any of the desserts that they offer for Mexican night. So I tried something new, which was the warm apple cobbler. And this is a warm caramelized apple filling with spiced crunchy streusel topping and served with vanilla ice cream. And I actually really liked this. So it was a great choice, and it was a perfect sweet ending to the dinner.
As we said, we're normally not the biggest fans of Mexican night on Royal Caribbean ships, and I do talk a lot of smack about it, but tonight's meal was very good. We enjoyed each one of our entrees, we enjoyed our appetizers, and of course we enjoyed our desserts. So great food, great service, and a little bit of extra fiesta flavor on Mexican night. After dinner, we weren't quite ready to call it a night, so we made our way over to Studio B for one of our favorite cruise traditions, the adult-only game show Crazy Quest. If you've never seen Crazy Quest, it's wild. Think scavenger hunt meets party game with a few hilarious surprises. Let's just say things get competitive fast, and of course, they get crazy.
From guests having to do a catwalk in costumes to people digging through purses for random items and throwing them down into the crowd, it's loud, chaotic, and totally unforgettable.
We absolutely love Crazy Quest. It's one of our most favorite things to do on a Royal Caribbean cruise ship. We can't show a lot of what happens at Crazy Quest because it's kind of crazy. So make sure you check out Crazy Quest on your cruise aboard Mariner of the Seas, especially if you like crazy adult game shows. Right after the madness, Studio B transforms into Club Red, a late-night dance party with lights, DJs, and high-energy vibes.
It was the perfect end to a perfect day, from sun and sand in Cozumel to comedy, dancing, and everything in between. This is exactly why we love cruising.
So that wraps up our day in Cozumel and day 4 of our cruise aboard Mariner of the Seas. If you have any questions about our all-inclusive day pass at Iberostar in Cozumel, make sure you leave those in the comment section below. If you like this video, make sure you like this video and subscribe to our channel for more. If you need us, we're going to run back over to Iberostar because the food was great, we love the resort, and of course the drinks are included. I'm Travis.
And I'm Nicole.
Thanks so much for watching.